I'm doing really well. The rehab process is going really, really well.
People see who he is on the pitch a lot of the time, but off the pitch he's a top bloke.
When it's time to work, he flips a switch and it's the most intense work you've ever seen.
I was pushing the envelope in terms of wanting to be back on the grass. I was tired of being in the gym.
But first and foremost, it's about getting him back playing again, getting him back out in front of the crowd, letting him put the jersey back on, getting the armband back on, and going back out there and doing what he does best.
That's going to be a big moment for all of us. I'm excited to give him a nice big hug, once he plays his first game.
So, Brad, how are you feeling in this current moment? Now that we've finished the preseason, our first MLS match is one day away. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. Physically feel really good. Mentally feel good. It's been a long journey with this date in mind throughout the entire process, and so I feel excited. I feel ready, and it's a big testament to the amount of work that everyone on the outside has been willing to put in terms of the medical staff, Liam, Jack. I gotta give a shout out to Sean and Mario and all the work that everyone's been able to do to get me back and ready for the game Saturday.
Happy New Year, man.
What's up, buddy? Happy New Year. True.
Benson and Clement haven't got theirs. I want to bring it out. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, to be back out on the field with the group, that moment, you feel like a youth player again. The first time you're in with the first team, you feel like a young kid. I was just excited to be out there, just putting my boots on and knowing that I'm going to join the group. That part was exciting, and so I joked with our medical team that at different periods of the process I medically cleared myself just because I was eager to be back out there. But then to have that moment and be with the group and the shackles taken off and just allow me to roam and do what I do in terms of goalkeeping and training and be with the small-sided games and things like that. It's a buzz that you have and a competitiveness that you have inside of you, and so to have that back felt so rewarding.
Two lines for a few guys, please. 2 lines. Antonio, please. Brad and Mike.
Hey, first day for Rob coaching.
Hey, don't hit the money, man.
Come on! Don't touch the head.
There were little things, and so along the way, it was, I feel good, I feel fine, like I need to get back and do it all. I want to do it all. Physically, I felt I could, and I just want to be one of the guys. I don't want to have anybody from the medical department or anyone from the sports science department saying like, oh, Brad can only do this, or he's only going to play the first game and then not the next 4. It was, no, I want to be in, fully in. And so that was my main concern. And once that happened, then it was, right, how do I get better? Whether it's video with Liam, whether it's, talking about, things that I experienced, not due to the injury, just goalkeeping situations that I have not seen for 9 months. So having those conversations and knowing that it was all gearing up towards February 25th. It was an emotional day. It was an emotional day because of the news of Anton, and we, of course, had armbands on to honor him, and you know, there was a lot going through my mind individually of my situation. Seeing Miles out there, that was awesome. You know, we joke and, you know, we always kind of have a little moment. Hey, we're back, you know, the two of us, we have a little moment to each other. Having all of that then rolled into one for our first game, it was emotional. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. And so soccer seemed second best at that moment. There's nervousness, there's anxiousness, not about the Achilles, just about getting back into that feel good, you know, I'm unbeatable, and you know, you have that sense of confidence about you. And looking back on it, I was able to reflect and say, yeah, okay, you've played some real minutes, not your best by any means, and but at the same time, being able to come out of there mentally knowing, hey, I competed against an outside opposition, and I'm okay, and we can move on to tomorrow. First couple days, of course, you're getting acclimated to the environment, the training fields, all those little things. Obviously, the altitude played a major factor being down there, and whether it be from a fitness standpoint, from training, or just the game standpoint, or the games that we had played down there, the flight of the ball, things like that. And so it was a good trip. When you go into that type of training camp, knowing that, hey, I am okay, I think that's probably around the time where I started to really press our sports science and our medical staff, saying, hey, enough's enough already. I'm back. I'm good.
You know, but it's just finding my bearings again inside.
And within height and
6 yard box and like
little arcs,
moving about. It's like 10 yards.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 Good. Yeah. One more. Yeah. Hold, lad. Everything in. Basically, you're looking at like just on the outside to where you can reach. Those ones too far. Can you get this out of the way? Sweet.
Yeah.
And then anything
Just
else?
more of that. You know me, do more of that, because I think even the one on that side, I'm down, you hit the post, but it's already past me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's just, I think that's a little bit of the speed of getting that in the hands down. The choice of what you want to deal with your feet and what you want to deal with your hand.
Atlante Cruises, you guys got to play 2 preseason friendlies while you were down there. What were the takeaways from those 2 matches?
Yeah, I mean, the first one, of course, you know, Atlante, they presented their own challenges. Being the champions of the second division of Mexico is not an easy task. And so then to be able to face such a high quality opponent, I think we were probably a little bit taken back by their tactics and how they played. And so being able to adjust and kind of figure them out a little bit, that part was important. And so, yes, at times our football was good and our sequences were good, but I think for me it was more about the resilience of figuring out a way how to adapt to that game and understand what that first game was asking of us as a group. And then we went into the Cruz Azul game, I think with even more confidence than the first, and understanding how we wanted to play and really implement ourselves and our tactics on them. And I think we were able to do that, especially in the first half for longer stretches of the game. And that part was encouraging as obviously we then depart to Mexico to come back to Atlanta.
How are you feeling? What are the emotions that you have at this moment in terms of your expectation, being back at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, playing your first MLS match from injury? What's going through your head this week?
Yeah, I'm excited. You know, to know over the last 9 months of all the work that's gone in, be it myself, be it the people around me, my support staff, my family, my wife and kids. I mean, my wife and kids have been phenomenal throughout this entire process. You know, my schedule has constantly changed, whether it be trainings in the morning, trainings in the afternoon, off-season trainings. that affects everyone, especially at home. And so, without them, I certainly wouldn't be in this position. But now, leading up to that first game, they're excited to be back in the stadium and watch Dad play. I'm excited to be back in the stadium and be back part of the group and really be counted on. And so, yeah, it's just it's a feeling of excitement. I've always said, if you don't have the butterflies in your stomach for game day and match day, then you probably shouldn't be doing this. And those butterflies are starting to ramp up a bit as we're getting closer and closer. And for me, that's a good thing.
MLS playoffs and a return to competitive soccer as they take on San Jose Earthquakes, a rarely played side for the first time since 2019.
Huge returns in this lineup.
He's big, he's bad, he's other things.
Brad Guzan back in goal. Miles Robinson back on that back line. This is still, though, a team that's a little bit of a work in progress.
Great to have all of these guys who are out from 2022 back to help out the starting 11 to kick off 2023.
The journey itself at times has felt really long, and at other times it's felt like it's flown by. The first couple months stuck in the training room, to then eventually getting outside on the field and then feeling good in training, to then that feeling of being with the group on preseason and looking back on it, I can say, I accomplished it, I beat it, and I'm raring to go.
Atlanta will kick off with Mateus Rossetto standing over the ball at center spot. Going to play a long diagonal to a wide-open Espinosa. Top of the 18. Dribbles into the box on Goodman. Espinosa to the end line. Cross header, score! San Jose scores the first goal of the match in the 13th minute. Top of the box. Cross, the ball to see. Shot, save! Guzan. Harrison wide of the far post down for a corner. Right side of the 18. Dribbling, shooting, save Guzan!
On his return to Major League Soccer, the 38-year-old with quite the stuff.
Short corner option, Lennon will go to the top of the 18. Here's Almada, makes the shot, shoots, score! The world champion, Thiago Almada, the World Cup champion for Argentina, may have just saved at least a point for Atlanta United. This to win the match. Final kick of the game. Referee steps away, blows the whistle. Almada. That's it. They go for full time. Thiago Almada. Two stoppage time goals.
Listen.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
We're going up from here. Hey, we need you guys.
Counts double. Last 30 seconds counts double. 4-1 final.
Yes, of course. Counts double. You hear that? Did you understand that? It's a big effort from everyone. No one let down. No one drop off the intensity, the mentality. That's what he just said. That's very common for my guys that did a fantastic game and also scored 2 fantastic goals. What I agree also with him is a team effort, guys. Without the save from the first half from Brad, okay, we couldn't make it. From the effort of the center backs dealing always with fast players and counter attacks and the fullbacks going all the time, midfielders putting. So congrats to everyone. and see you tomorrow. Thank you very much, boys.
One of the guys said the other day, there's no reason why every single player in that locker room can't have the best season of their career. And when you think about it like that, it puts things into perspective. I still have that burning desire and feel that I can compete at the highest level and be an asset to the group. Ultimately helping this club get back to where I know it can be, because there's a lot of good people at this football club that deserve the applaud, the plaudits and the attention and the positive energy, and all of that comes with winning soccer games.